Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and here's the highly requested What If Deku Had the Byakugan Part 3. Sorry that this took so long. I had some copyright issues with some of the clips that I used, so I just decided to use some Jump Force gameplay, so I hope you enjoy. Of training for Deku to go to the entrance exams are almost up, and Deku goes to school with Bakugo, and they declare that they want to go to UA High School, and Bakugo congratulates Deku on actually making it in, and Deku congratulates Bakugo on actually making it in. And so the whole class isn't surprised because they're the two people with the strongest quirks, and people think that Deku's stronger than Bakugo now because of his recent power-up. They don't know about One For All or anything. So, yeah. Like I said in part 1, Bakugo and Deku are best friends in this What If. The only reason why Bakugo bullied Deku in the original timeline was because Deku didn't have a quirk, and Deku does have a quirk in this timeline. In this What If, and a pretty powerful one at that. So Bakugo respects Deku as an equal, and they're best friends in this What If, like I said, and their relationship is really good. And Bakugo isn't a jerk at all in this What If. He's actually pretty nice. He's like Deku is in towards the end of season 3. If you watch up to season 3. So Bakugo is a pretty good person now. He's not a jerk at all, like I just said. And yeah. To the actual entrance exams, and when Midoriya is walking up, he trips just like in the anime, and Uraraka catches him, and so here they meet, and Deku gets really nervous, and because it's the first time he's really talked to a girl in a really long time, and so she acts really nice to him, and Midoriya gets all flustered, and then she walks away, and then that's the end of that. We go to the actual practical exams. And President Mike starts explaining the rules of the practical exam and explaining the point system and everything, and then he explains the 0-point robot, and then he explains how to get other points, and then he sees Uraraka again, and everyone's lined up, ready to activate their quirks, and Deku meets Ida, and this time Ida isn't, really critical or anything. He's just being nice and saying, "Hi, my name's Tenny Ida, what's yours?" And Deku tells him his name. And then instead of being left behind in the dust like in the original anime and manga, Deku instantly activates Full Cowl and rushes ahead of everyone with speed that surprises even Bakugo. And Deku just starts taking out robots left and right with ease. And when Bakugo sees how many points Midoriya has, and he sees that Midoriya has a lot of points, Bakugo starts kicking it up a notch. And Bakugo actually almost beats Midoriya in terms of how many points he has, because Bakugo is a lot stronger in this What If, because he's been watching Midoriya get stronger and stronger, and he's been getting a bit jealous. Not in a bad way, it's just he wants to better himself, so he's actually a lot stronger too. Deku starts using the Gentle Fist to destroy the robots. Before, he was just using Full Cowl, but now he starts using the Gentle Fist. Then he starts whipping out hacks ninjutsu like the 8 Trigrams Air Palm and the Gentle Step Twin Lion Fists. And he starts using those to take out robots. And then he whips out this new technique called the 8 Trigrams Vacuum Wall Palm. Air Wall Palm. In the middle of everyone destroying the robots, they hear a loud boom, and they see a huge robot attacking them. And then Deku remembers President Mike saying this one's worth 0 points. It's not really worth taking out. It's just an obstacle. So everyone freaks out, but then Deku yells over to Bakugo that they should use a cooperation technique, the same one that they used to take down the sludge villain, the 8 Trigrams Explosion Palm. So Bakugo agrees, and they rush towards it, and then Deku hears a girl scream, and he knows Uraraka. So he tells Bakugo to save Uraraka while he goes for the robot. So Deku uses One For All full cowling at 15%, so that it's still 5% more than he's used to, but his bones don't break or anything. So he cocks his fist back, and he puts in a lot of One For All into this, probably around close to 80%. And then he uses the Twin Lion Fist in this, and he pours in a huge amount of chakra into this. So he hits the robot in the head, and it still has the same output as in the anime and manga, even though he didn't use 100% because he had the Twin Lion Fist amping him up with this. So Deku still destroys the robot. After Deku had punched the robot using the One For All Amp Twin Lion Fist, he realized they didn't really have a way to get down, but he remembered that he had packed a couple of wire kunai in his pocket, so he threw one at the wall and he lowered himself down using that. When Deku gets down, he high-fives Bakugo, and then he feels a very sharp pain in his right hand, and he looks down to see that his entire right arm is bruised and probably broken. And especially his hand looks a deep purple, so he goes to Recovery Girl. At Recovery Girl's office, she identifies Deku's injury as just a simple arm break, and she uses her quirk to heal that up pretty quickly. And then Deku notices that his hand still hurts, so he tries to activate One For All, and it doesn't work, so he tries to tell All Might, and they figure something out. Apparently when Deku used the Twin Lion Fist, his arm was injured in the same way as Kakuzu and Naruto after Naruto used the Rasen Shuriken. His chakra points and nerves were literally cut in half. And yes, some of this damage could be healed, but the damage was extensive enough that All Might and Recovery Girl told Deku to never use his technique ever again. Deku goes home and he waits a few weeks for his letter from UA to see how he did. And then his mom bursts in while he's lifting weights, and she gives him the letter. And Deku takes it, and he goes to his room, and he ponders if he should open it. But then he suddenly conjures up the courage to open up the letter, and a hologram generator pops up, and he sees that it's a personal message from All Might. And so here's where we see Izuku's results. He passed the written exam with flying colors, unlike in the anime and manga, because he didn't have to train as hard to master One For All. And unlike in the anime, Deku still got points from Uraraka, and he still got the 60 rescue points. But he's already even if he didn't get those points, he'd still have the most points in the entire class because he took out a great number of he took out a lot of robots while he was taking the entrance exam. So yeah, so Deku passes and he is at the top of his class with Bakugo right behind him. Deku and the rest of Class 1A start taking the Quirk Assessment test, and so they're all geared up and ready. And the first thing that they do is the 50-meter dash. So Ida still gets first place with 3.04 seconds. And then Deku activates full cowling throughout his whole body, though not 10% like usual. He only can do 8 because of the damage that he took. But so he gets 4.5 seconds, which is just a little bit faster than Bakugo. So Bakugo gets really mad at that. Well, not really mad. He just gets a bit annoyed at that because Bakugo is a better person in this what if, like I keep saying. And yeah, so that's the end of that. Next up, after the 50-meter dash, they do the grip strength test, and Deku gets right behind Shoji with 56 kilograms. Next is the side-to-side lunges, and I don't even like saying it, but Minato wins, and then they do the long jump, and Deku uses full cowling, and he gets around 20 feet. So now they're doing the ball throw, and Uraraka gets infinity like normal, and it's Deku's turn next. And so when he tries to activate One For All, well, he remembers that he can't use One For All properly in his right hand. So he instead uses the 8 trigrams. So he throws the ball, and then he uses the 8 trigrams vacuum palm to push the ball farther and farther and farther. So he gets 630 meters, which is still lower than Bakugo's, but it's still extremely high. So Deku gets first place for, he just gets overall first place, and Aizawa doesn't expel anyone. And I see a lot of people throwing out Mineta in their what ifs, but I think he's kind of funny even though he's a pervert. So I'm gonna keep him in for this, but yeah, so no one gets expelled, and Deku is #1 overall with Bakugo right behind him, and then Ida. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want part 4 to come out quickly. Bye!